What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Julian Fates podcast. Again, not a Star Wars, not a Harry Potter podcast. You're gonna get annoyed by it until we get to Star Wars, and then I cannot say that. Anyways, today we are covering a weird superhero film because it's like right in the midst of like when the boom first started, but I don't think anyone really talks about it. Hancock.
Is it even a superhero film?
It most definitely is a superhero
Are you sure?
film. I'm 99% sure it's a superhero.
I don't know. Don't they specifically say in the movie that they're not superheroes? That's just what they're called now. They've been called lots of things.
That's what.
Don't they specifically say they're not superheroes?
The first superheroes were like Hercules back all the way in like ancient Greece. They're always like that.
False.
That's absolutely not.
Child of a god is not a superhero. That's the child of a god. That's a deity. Deities are not superheroes.
Thor's a superhero.
Thor's a bastardized version of a god, and I don't respect the fact that you're trying to pretend that he's based off a god. Nothing about Thor in the Marvel universe is like Thor at all. Not even a little. Not even a little.
He's got control over thunder and lightning.
But no, he doesn't, because all of his power comes from his hammer.
No, he doesn't.
It does for like the entirety of his life until the fucking 8th film.
The 3rd film.
Well, did the Avengers movies not count then?
No, it's his
Bitch
3rd
ass.
film. Anyways.
Bro's trying to come at me about Thor. This is not a fight you'll win.
Well, there's a better film we can get to talk about, so.
All right.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this film came in 2008. Like, this is like literally right between The Dark Knight and Iron Man.
Yeah. Is it between them? Yeah.
It's like I think Dark Knight came out like July 27th.
July 18th for The Dark Knight. Oh, yeah,
then,
July 18th and then May 2nd for Iron Man.
Smart. I know when dates happen.
That I got nothing. I don't know when anything happened.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, but like Hancock is never talked about it, but I feel like it should be.
I think it's just because it's very much like, while it is a superhero movie, it's not like it's not made for like kids to watch at all.
There's a ton of superhero films that are not made for kids.
Yeah, but this one, you never even, like, there's never even the chance for parents to be dumb enough to take their kids.
There is. There's most definitely is.
For this movie? No, there's the fuck not. Nothing about this.
Fucking Deadpool.
Right, because they just see the superhero wearing the super suit and go, superhero movie. In this, you see,
suit.
Except, have you not watched the trailer? The literal first scene of the trailer is the dude, I believe, let me make sure, the first scene you actually see, other than shot of the clouds, is the dude waking up drunk on a park bench. No parent is going, yes, the superhero movie for my children.
I would show this to my children.
Well, that's fair, but you know what I mean? Like, also, it's not a character that has ever mattered. It's a new IP.
Yeah.
People care about Batman and Superman and Iron Man because they're characters people have heard of. Nobody talks about this because nobody's heard of Hancock.
Well, this film is basically Hawkman mixed with Superman, so like.
No.
Yeah.
What makes him Hawkman?
Literally the connection between him and Will Smith and Charlize Theron is literally how Hawkman and Hawkgirl work.
But that's not important.
That's
also,
literally the.
Is it?
Yes. Well, they die and come back, and then they have to like reconnect.
Right. But do they get weaker by being near each other? Fucking no. So the important part of this relationship doesn't matter. And also, if these characters don't die and come back, they just die.
I know, but like I'm
so
saying,
there is no connection. You're just grasping at the straws of nothing.
Literally, there is a connection there.
No. Okay,
Literally.
so these two characters, when they're near each other, get weaker and die. These two characters, if they die, they come back to life. How is that the same? You dumb bitch.
They're close enough.
No, not close enough.
They have destinies that draw them closer together. It's literally how
Oh
they
my
work.
God. But that's not
It's
what you
not it.
said.
It's close enough.
No, it's not.
It's very close enough.
Bro, he's just Superman with the wind at his
He's
back.
not, though.
I mean, kinda.
No.
How not?
He doesn't have laser vision.
Sometimes Superman doesn't either. Superman has whatever power he needs in whatever comic book is written.
That's actually kind of fair. Superman worked for like 50 years.
Bro,
like,
Superman
in the 90s, they're like, oh yeah, he probably should actually have some set of.
Hancock doesn't have a kryptonite. Yeah, neither does Superman. When he
yes,
just
he does though.
No, because when Superman doesn't want kryptonite to work, it just no longer does.
That's no.
Have you never read a comic? Half the time, Superman just doesn't care about kryptonite. It's just suddenly when it's convenient. Superman is the most plot armored character of all time.
And you were absolutely correct. But Superman's still great.
Hancock better though.
Hancock he's a more complex character.
For sure. Okay, so getting into talking about the actual movie instead of just screaming at you for not understanding superheroes. I kind of love the view this gives of what a superhero might be like in the real world.
This is the boys before the boys.
Kind of, but no, because, well, I don't know. I haven't watched The Boys. Probably never will.
You need to watch the boys. I promise you, it's great.
There's lots of great things that I haven't seen.
No, the boys is great.
But
it's like, yeah.
None of that's important, but
it is important, but okay.
No, but I love the idea of what a single superhero does to the world, right? And I love that they show, is it really a benefit to having this guy around? And then it takes 2 weeks and it's like, oh, yeah, because while bad things still happen, the existence of a Hancock is a deterrent. Because I don't want to commit crime. Because, yeah, I might get away with it and only have to deal with cops. But what happens if Hancock decides to stumble off his park bench today?
Yes. And create $9 million damage.
Yeah, but see, the thing I've never understood about the logic when it comes to thinking that way about superheroes, $9 million of damage caused by the superhero. It's like, what the fuck were the bad guys doing before that, though? You were watching them shoot up everybody. They were causing a ton of damage, too. Yeah, but they were causing a bunch of damage, too. It wasn't just killing people. And killing people is also pretty rough. That also is money. That costs money.
Yeah, but not to the city, only to the families.
No, that's not exactly how that works.
I think it's close enough.
It's not. But yeah, no. But I like the idea of the just view of the downtrodden superhero, even because this world kind of hates him. Bro's just a drunk. At least at the beginning of the movie.
Well, because he's all alone. He's lonely.
Bro, you're just a person. I don't know. Try to care about people.
Yeah, but when you're super powered and you are an oddity, it makes you more lonely because no one wants to be friends with you. No one wants to.
I think I call bullshit there. Nobody wants to be friends with the superpowered guy, really?
Yeah.
The entire world wants to be friends with the superpowered guy.
When you have what was it 600 fucking subpoenas and something like that, and he's super drunk, and you're not gonna go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, I want to be friends with you," unless you're Jason Bateman. But that's because he's weird and looked at as Hancock as a career opportunity rather than a friend.
No, it's because Hancock literally saved his life. I think you're skipping a big part.
That's a little bit of it, but then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna use him as a career opportunity.
How'd that work out for him?
It worked out well for him.
I mean, not really. What money did he make by helping Hancock? Fucking none. Now,
well, he found
maybe
out
at
his
the
wife was
end
cheating on him.
with the fucking thing, but we'll get there because I have so many questions about the logistics of that.
Me too.
But like, I don't know, man.
I think Hancock has a great scene that that James Gunn can learn from the new Superman film coming out next year.
Oh yeah, which one's that?
The bank scene.
Which part
Because
of it?
most of it, like literally, that's a perfect like beginner superhero scene. He still doesn't understand how to like fully like communicate with like the public. He doesn't know fully know
Good
his
job.
straight thing. What?
Good job. Just good job.
And then that the scene, like the part where he flies into the bank and takes out the guys like stealthily for like a superhero being like him would be perfect. Where he can isolate the main bad guy. I think if you want to go like that'd be perfect for like a Metallo.
See,
Instead of a
but for
Metallo.
Superman, it's tough because then he has to fail. Superman's not chopping off any hands. He's just gonna let all those innocent people die. Welcome to Superman.
No, but you can add the twist like in that you can literally take that scene like right from the movie and then just add Metallo into it.
But I don't know. I think all the prison scenes are really strange. I'm sorry.
Why?
I know humans are dumb. Right? Like on a base intrinsic level, humans are fucking stupid.
Sure.
But we know bullets don't hurt this guy.
Okay.
So we're going to crowd around him and fight him? How fucking stupid. Bullets don't hurt you. Hands break on regular humans. I feel like the math ain't math in here.
I think it's because they know that he because of the circumstance of his powers, he has to voluntarily be there and wants to be there. He can't.
Sure.
The human populace in this universe cannot detain Hancock.
Right.
So the fact that they can use that to their advantage, and they're criminals, they're stupid.
What advantage do they have?
That there's numbers.
That's not an advantage. It's Superman.
An advantage.
Not at all. No, there's just extra punching bags.
Exactly.
Like, I think the scene, yeah, move or I'm shoving your head up his ass. And then just fucking doing it, I think is hilarious.
I was thinking about that. The fact that when you gotta think about that only doesn't just like rip open his asshole, but also breaks his like pelvis bone. Like it has to.
Well,
for his head to be shoved in there safely.
I mean, it might not have to tear his asshole. God, the things I Google for this show.
It's like 12 inches is how it can stretch. And that's like 3.5 raccoons.
What's the average human head circumference?
It's gotta be like 18 inches.
I don't know if that's true. Holy fuck. Goddamn. 22.5 inches.
I was even closer.
All right. How far can a human anus stretch?
It's like 9 to 12 inches. Like that.
What the fuck am I looking up on my? I'm gonna not use. Let's do any other version. Can I get an incognito tab? Thanks. How far?
It just stretched anuses.
Can a human anus stretch?
There. I have a spider that's kind of just chilling right on my window.
7 inches.
So, yeah, no, his anus is absolutely ripped.
I don't like the post that's telling me that.
Is it about the raccoons? It's
Yeah.
gotta be about the raccoons. Okay.
This can stretch 7 inches before taking damage. A raccoon can squeeze into holes as tight as 4 inches, meaning you can take a full raccoon up the. Why the fuck is that? Google, what the fuck?
No, yeah, the raccoon. You've never heard about the raccoons fitting in someone's anus?
Why are we putting raccoons up our ass?
Dude, people put stuff up their ass a lot.
I know South Park made the joke about the fucking hamsters back in the day. I remember that. Hamsters were a thing. South Park's a show.
It is a show, yes.
Oh.
But yeah. Film.
So I genuinely, I don't know. I know they just say, you know, now they call us superheroes. Some have called us angels. What the fuck actually are they?
They don't really explain it.
I know. And I feel like they should have.
No.
I want to know what the fuck they are.
That's because you want answers. But
I like answers. Answers are the good part.
When it comes to like filming where it has like mystery and you can theorize, but I prefer that. I like that.
Well, I don't know. They kind of take away a lot of the theory, though.
Not really. The only thing that they really give you is that they're drawn to each other.
Well, yeah, but like they're not.
They literally say it's physics that he's drawn to her.
Well, that isn't exactly how physics work, but okay.
They're human magnets.
That's not a thing. They're also not human.
Well, they don't say they're not.
They're not human. They are not.
They're inhuman.
This isn't Marvel. They are not human. They're not human. They're not inhuman. They're just not human. Stop. This isn't Marvel. Stop with the random bullshit.
No. They don't ever say they aren't human. They could have definitely been like government projects.
No, they couldn't. They've government projects that have been alive for 3,000 years. What fucking government, dude?
But why do they become mortal immediately as they get closer together? Then
that has nothing to do with being human. I'm not invincible because I'm not near anyone that loves me. God, I would be the most invincible. God damn.
You never tested it.
Oh, I have. I broke my toe the other day. That was fun.
The other day?
I stubbed it.
I mean, there's nothing really you can do.
Yeah, I've broke my pinky toe a couple times. It's not great.
Everyone's broke their pinky toe.
Yeah.
I think the pinky toe might be the most broken bone on the planet.
I don't know.
It has to be the easiest bone to break.
I mean, probably.
Go
ahead. No. You go ahead.
My confusion is, why does she have completely superpowers than he does?
What do you mean?
They have like she has the super strength and the flight and everything like that, but she can create fucking storms.
I don't think that's what that was.
What do you think it was?
I don't think that was her. I think that was them. It's the two titans fighting.
Okay.
You know, when the gods fight, the storms happen.
Yeah.
That's to me what that was visualizing. Is it wasn't her doing that. It was them fighting doing that.
Okay, because they never explained that. And she's not like confused by it, so she kind of just like, I thought it was her definitely just fucking with the shit.
Well, see, but if she was creating the storm, why wasn't it doing anything? It was never like the tornadoes were just around him but not hitting him. Like, you are trying to fight him. Why would you be doing nothing?
She's not really trying to fight him. She's trying to get him away from her.
No, because he flew off and she flew and attacked him, remember?
Eventually, after he continues to attack her.
No, that is not what happened at all.
Yeah.
They were at his trailer talking about everything, and he's like, fine, I'm just gonna go tell your husband. She attacked him, dipshit.
Because she doesn't want him to tell about her husband.
Okay, but you don't get to lie and say he was attacking her first. That's just not what happened.
I mean, it happens plenty.
That's not what happened in the movie, so it doesn't fucking matter what happens in real. Fuck off. Don't be
That's
fucking
fair.
stupid. You're the reason witnesses aren't credible.
That's not
Because you just
true.
make stuff up. You go, well, other
No, no.
times this is what normally happens. So
Witnesses are unreliable because the human
because
brain is stupid.
no, because people are just dumb and lie like you all the time. I watched the movie, but I just created my own scene in my head to tell you what happened. And it's like, that's not even close.
Nah.
It's not even close to what happened. You're just saying shit.
I say a lot of shit.
I know. This guy, today he's on a roll of just being stupid.
Yeah, that's normal.
Is that there's the title of this episode. Just, you're all idiots. All of you people blocking the intersection. You're all idiots.
I do love that he's so candid. He's just like, just fuck all y'all. You're all assholes.
I also
Huh.
love that both him and her have just a word that pisses them off for some reason.
Yeah,
It's
like
asshole and crazy. I love it.
It's really the Marty McFly effect. It's like that. I found it stupid, but I kind of love it for that. It's like, yes, they have one thing that just triggers them like intensely.
She's right. She should sue you. Okay, well, you should sue McDonald's because they fucked you up.
Speaking of that, that's the only F-bomb in this film.
Really? PG-13?
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be rated R. It got rated R twice by the MPAA, but eventually the PG-13. The MPAA actually approved a sex scene between Hancock and a woman that
Oh, they
when
cut it?
he finishes, he explodes her.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have been kind of funny.
they approved it
Why'd they cut it?
because they
Is
didn't.
there a deleted scene somewhere? No.
Is that they apparently the director found the test audience didn't find it funny, so.
I don't know if it would have been funny, but I don't know, man.
So they lightened the tone of the film and then made it for PG-13 release.
Fair.
And honestly, like, I think this IP has a lot of promise if given the right time and right writing. Like, honestly, if like Marvel or DC, which I think Marvel would be more interested in this because of the ending of the film, went around and bought the film or bought the rights and made this into like a decent comic, I think they would actually have like a good thing here.
My question is, why wasn't there a sequel?
That's a great
Like,
question.
there's no reason for there to not have been.
If there's a sequel to Boondock Saints, there should be a sequel to Hancock.
It like 4x'd at the box office what its budget was. Like, I don't know, man. Because Columbia's dumb? I don't know.
Columbia is stupid.
I'm gonna Google Hancock too.
I just did, and like, there's no information.
IMDb says there was gonna be one, or is this just fake? It's probably just fake.
Collider. What does Collider say?
Hancock 2. Whatever happened to Hancock 2? Oh, the Collider thing. Yeah.
They're penned to write a script, and then there's been radio silence since.
Oh, nice.
So they just don't give a fuck. Yeah, just sell the rights to Marvel.
Or
honestly, Marvel would do great with
anybody. This. I don't know if Marvel might. I don't know. Don't sell it to DC. That's all I know.
Can you imagine seeing Will Smith's fucking Hancock hang out with Spider-Man?
No. I just don't think Hancock fits in that world at all.
I think he might actually.
I don't.
If you have to tweak the character as you have to tweak every character when they had to get adapted either if it's from screen to comic or comic to screen, they have to be tweaked somewhat. But speaking of the budget was $150 million, and then gross worldwide was $629 million. So it basically 2x'd. It's
nope. It 4x'd its budget.
Remember the marketing? It's about another $150 million.
Maybe. You're
typically.
except they've never. No company has ever released what their
Yeah.
marketing cost was. So you're just making up numbers, just like everybody.
No, but that's the typical estimated for it. So, but like they will never release numbers about even the budget. So that budget's estimated. So it's not even like we have an
But
idea.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think just saying this is the average marketing budget and then applying that to every film, I don't think that makes sense. I'm sorry, Hancock did not have the same marketing as any other film. Not at all.
There's a difference between, smart marketing and just the normal marketing. And so,
but no, I just mean making a trailer does not cost $150 million.
By putting it on TV every day does.
Well, no.
Yes, it
no,
does.
Because you're gonna say, well, to run an ad at the Super Bowl is $4 million. A regular ad's like 15 grand.
Yeah, and you're running it every day.
Not even for a year. That's not getting close to $150 million, you dumb bitch.
Billboards and shit like that.
Okay, dude. But what I'm saying is, I don't think people actually understand marketing budgets at all. They just yap. And maybe I don't. But
that's the hard and fast rule for it. Okay, I'm just saying that's the rule that
that rule doesn't make sense. Is all I'm saying.
Weird fun fact about this film. One of the writers is named Vince Gilligan, which you might remember from Breaking Bad. The guy who's like responsible for Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and all those shows.
Never seen
wrote this film. I know you haven't, but
nice.
Still, he's responsible for this film and one of the most critically rated shows of all time, which I found very interesting. I thought that was like wild for that connection to be made there somewhere.
Yeah,
and this is like right before Breaking Bad went on TV. So
interesting.
While he's probably working on this one, he's working on Breaking Bad.
Huh. The original title was Tonight He Comes. Phrasing.
Hey, yo. That should be the fucking...
It was later retitled John Hancock and then finally retitled Hancock.
Yeah, if you didn't John Hancock, I think a lot of people might have been confused because people are stupid.
Well, I feel like people probably still were confused.
Yeah, but like when you say Hancock, I think lots of people are going to be confused about like, oh, this is not going to be like and you see Will Smith, it's like, oh, it's not a timepiece. So
I feel like I feel like that works the other way. If you name it John Hancock and you see Will Smith, it's not going to be a timepiece for a couple of reasons there.
No.
Yeah, Tonight He Comes. That's hilarious. Will Smith is a huge fan of professional wrestling, and he describes Hancock as Steve Austin with superpowers.
No.
Oh, that's
Steve Austin's not degenerate.
I mean, yeah, kinda. His entire character is I get drunk and beat people's asses. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, but as a face, not like that. So that's what.
Yes, he is. Even when he was a face, he was still getting drunk and beating people's asses. That was his whole story.
Yeah, but he's cool about it.
So is Hancock.
Less cool about it.
No, cooler.
He's more like the uncomfortable drunk you don't really want to like encounter on the street. Steve Austin's like the drunk that you're like, let's go fucking party.
Disagree.
Bro hates
all drunks make it uncomfortable.
That's a you thing, my guy.
That should be a normal thing. Drunk people aren't cool people.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's drunk
that's
people.
That's your opinion.
It's just fact. I'm sorry. Drinking doesn't do anything good for anybody. People are just stupid and think it does.
What was up with the fucking Eagle Hawk thing?
Because Will Smith is from Philadelphia. That's like he's an Eagles fan. It's an Eagles reference.
That's all it is. They just wanted to shove an eagle there.
Yeah.
they didn't want to make like a connection there. Hey, just maybe people like, hey, you fly.
I
You
mean,
want
it's
also
literally the
flies
Eagles
in America.
logo that the Eagles used from
Yeah,
the
but like,
40s to the 90s.
you could like just maybe be like, hey, the American Eagle will help your image. I don't like Jason Bateman's character
But
in this
also,
film.
you just have to think about, well, so the eagle was on his hat at the beginning. The eagle's just been part of it. But you also have to think of like every culture ever. Eagles have been, not like every culture, but a culture through every period of time has believed that the eagle was like really important.
Mm-hmm.
And since we're, calling him a god, eagles have
That's
some
true.
significance there. You just have to, like, I don't know, context clues it a little bit. They didn't need to tell you, but
You
maybe they
got it.
did. But I don't know.
I find the eagle to be kind of just weird. Like it's all over the film, but like they
All
never.
superhero logos are kind of weird. How does S mean hope, dog? Soap?
That's because Zack Snyder's stupid.
No, that's not just a Zack Snyder thing.
It's mostly a Zack Snyder
No,
thing.
it's.
He took it from one comic, and then he's like, "Oh, move over there."
Oh, he took it from this comic, but he created it. Is the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Yeah, but he's so popularized. It's stupid.
Good God.
He is.
But
There's a
all
lot of them.
superhero logos are kind of stupid.
Nah.
Batman becomes Batman because he's afraid of bats. Imagine if he was afraid of sharks, he would have been Shark Boy. I am the night, fucking shark. I don't
Definitely
know.
Shrek better. Wow, Warner Brothers passed in this film. I wonder why.
Because
It's too much like
Superman?
Superman. It's a better Superman film they've made in the last 10 years.
Man of Steel wasn't bad, it just wasn't good. It
And
wasn't
this film's good.
Superman. But this also isn't Superman.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
this might have been a better Superman film.
no. No.
Well, Will Smith was supposed to be Superman back in like 2006.
Was he?
Yeah, he was almost
I thought
cast
that
as
was Nick
Superman.
Cage.
Like, no, that was like 1990 something.
No, it wasn't.
Will Smith was offered the role for Superman, and I think he said something. I don't remember what he said.
I'm already playing
Well,
Hancock.
I don't think so. Yeah, so
um,
Brandon Routh took that role since 2006 or so.
interesting. Oh, so the reason Will Smith was brought onto this film, kind of, was Gabriel. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's Gabriel. I don't know. However you want to pronounce this dude's name. I lost the thing. I was reading a thing and then I clicked something and it refreshed the page and now it's gone. Hold on.
So Will Smith's what he stated why he rejected the role as for Superman is you can't be messing with white people as heroes in Hollywood. You mess up with white people as heroes in Hollywood, and you'll never work in this town again.
All right. I
That was his
guess.
reason. That's his reasoning.
Yeah, all right. But Gabrielle, I don't know how to say dude's name, Musino, who had directed Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness, was attached to direct this movie. And while Pursuit was being edited and Smith was working on I Am Legend, Musino left this project due to creative differences with the studio, allowing Peter Berg to come on. So somebody else might have played Hancock if it wasn't for Musino's weird, like, 3-month stay on the movie. Yeah.
I don't know who really could have been played this because like
Literally any human.
nah.
Yeah.
No, because Will Smith has that role as like the bad boy in Hollywood at the same time as being like a pretty decent dude. So like he fits the
What?
when it comes to like when you envision someone playing a character, it had to feel like they're somewhat encapsulate that.
When has Will Smith been the bad boy in Hollywood?
He slapped Chris Rock, literally his total
The,
young adult life.
I don't think
You,
so.
you know the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is based off his life, right?
Cool. Yeah, that doesn't make him bad boy. And the rapper who refuses to cuss is the bad boy of Hollywood. Are you fucking kidding me? The guy who's known as happy-go-lucky Mr. Nice Guy is the bad guy of Hollywood. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. He admits that he's dumb. All right.
I'm just saying that he had
What?
the acting chops for it. I don't know who could have played Hancock besides him.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people could have.
Nah.
It's not a super difficult character.
Kind of.
Not
The way Will
really.
Smith plays it.
Be drunk. You got it. Be a drunk douchebag. I feel like that's pretty simple.
But he's witty, which makes him a douchebag, yes. But like,
He's witty, bro.
he is witty.
He didn't come up with any of these lines. He read a script. Anyone can be witty when it's written for you.
It doesn't mean it's written for him.
It
He could
was
have
written for him.
improvised.
Bro has never improvised a thing. It's Will Smith. I'm attacking Will Smith because, like, have you watched Will Smith movies?
Yeah,
Much like The Rock and Leonardo DiCaprio, he just plays Will Smith in every movie.
more or less, yeah.
So
After you reach a certain point in fame, you just kind of act yourself and everything.
that's just
so.
not true.
Yeah.
I would say, like, Robert Downey Jr. is past that point. He's made his movies have made more money than any of those people's combined.
That's different because
No,
he made
it's not different. It just means he's actually a good actor.
No, I'm saying he reached the amount of fame with one character, and now he has to show that he can act with other characters.
No,
Yes.
that would be what you could say for every actor. They reached their fame with one character, but some of them, like The Rock and Will Smith and Leo, never change. They're just the same dude every movie. That is exactly what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with fame. That just has something to do with being the laziest motherfucker in Hollywood.
When it comes to like The Rock and Will Smith, they also stop being actors and become advertisements.
That is the worst argument. Ew.
What?
The people considered to play Hancock other than Will Smith. George Clooney.
Yes, let's have the guy who ruined Batman.
Ben Affleck, which maybe, but no.
Makes a little more sense.
It makes sense. Matt Damon.
There's a lot of white guys here.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
And Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle might have been actually funny to watch.
I think Affleck's the only one on that list who could have played this character.
Well, yeah, because like I can see Dave Chappelle playing early Hancock, but not late movie Hancock.
Right. I think Affleck could do both.
He could. But do you really trust him with it?
Yes.
This movie was kind of ahead of its time as well because this is 2008 and the Me Too movement didn't happen for like another 6 years. But there's a whole scene dedicated to Hancock getting consent from a cop while being shot at.
That's true. Well, they had to do that because it's a callback from earlier when he's just randomly touching women.
Yeah.
He's showing he's improved as a person. That was a little too drawn out, though. I think him and the cop. It was just a little. I don't know. You started beating a dead horse about halfway through. You could have just chilled with that.
That was the point.
But it's not a good point.
I thought it was funny. It also shows that he wants to improve as a person, but that everyone's like kind of just like dismissing him as like this destructive asshole. But the moment that like someone gives him a chance, that he's like willing to actually improve and become a person.
Yeah. Wow, that's a great piece of trivia, IMDb. Thank you, weirdo. Ugh. Some of it's just stupid. I think this is the second highest grossing original superhero movie worldwide after The Incredibles.
Yeah.
What does original superhero movie mean in this? What, it can't be based off a comic?
Correct.
Boring. That's the most
what
LeBron stat of movie stats I've ever heard.
That's an original film. It's when it's not based off something.
But I feel like it's kind of based off things. Everything's based off things.
No, it takes bits.
You just wrote Superman if he was drunk all the time. I don't.
That's Superman 3.
So you just made Superman 3 Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
But better.
No.
No. Hey, fuck you. The eagle means something, apparently. They just never explain it.
Not according to
IMDb. According to IMDb, the symbol of the eagle identifies Hancock as the Greek god Zeus. Making Charlie
Where are you reading that?
In the spoiler section.
Oh, I hadn't scrolled that far yet.
Because apparently Zeus and Hera are not only husband and wife, but they're brother and sister, and they both say they're brother and sister and married.
That can't be real.
That's according to IMDb. Do not take it from us. Just yell at IMDb.
No, so I'm just going based off the movie itself. Especially, literally look at the next line down where they're then saying he's a different god.
Close enough.
IMDb genuinely is just making shit up.
Yeah, that might be.
The symbol of the eagle appears to identify Hancock as Greek god Zeus, and then the next fucking square. While never stated, the imagery, names, and minor plot elements point towards Hancock being the Egyptian god Horus. Well, which fucking one is it? Or is he just all of the gods, and we're just doing this thing where all of the gods were actually just these idiots?
Actually.
No, because there's another all-powerful deity, and God says there's only one, so nope.
Well, that's Morgan Freeman. This exists in the Bruce Almighty.
Oh, does it?
Universe.
But also, the Zeus thing doesn't make sense either, because Mary at least tried to say that she's stronger. Hera, not even close to more powerful than Zeus. Nobody is.
Except for scaling Greek gods.
Greek mythology power scales the Greek gods. That is kind of a whole thing.
Can you imagine being in ancient Greece and just like arguing, like one person like praise the Zeus every night.
Zeus and Poseidon. Who's stronger? Well, if lightning strikes the water, the entire water gets electrified and everybody dies. So Zeus. Okay?
I want to go back into ancient Greece and just see like two assholes fucking trying to power scale their own gods.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so no. Hancock is called an asshole 18 times in this movie.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm reading a thing.
What? Really? Oh my god. Watching the movie a second time after knowing all the major plot twists reveals a lot of subtle hints that are given before big revelations.
Oh my god. It's like every movie
in particular,
you watch plot twist.
Mary notes at one point that Hancock's hand is bruised, hinting at the fact he's turning mortal. You needed a second watch of that to know that's what the hint was?
Literally,
really? Jesus Christ. Like, the minute they said bruised, it's like, oh, so the question shouldn't be, well, why is he bruised? It's like, oh, he's turning mortal, but why? Is it like this weird thing? I don't think this episode of American Dad had come out yet, but like Roger, when he starts being super nice and it just starts killing him, like, does he have to be an asshole or he just dies? Like, that would be a cool plot twist. That'd be fun. Like, yes, every time he's nice, he just starts dying. Or
Like,
what I actually thought was it just like, is it him caring specifically for certain people? Like that becomes his weakness. That's the first time I ever watched this. I thought it was like him liking, like caring about the kid and the dad and that family was like weakening him. I was like, that's kind of a cool twist. But no, turns out him and Mary are just fucking. And that's what causes him to be weak. I think that's what. Nope, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
This would cause a lot of people to be weak.
Yeah, I was. But yeah, IMDb might be the dumbest platform on the internet.
It's the dumbest and the smartest.
I don't think it's the smartest at anything.
Nah.
It
tells us box office numbers
that you just said probably aren't accurate, so
it's accurate enough.
Oh no. Ooh, we've got errors. I love errors. Nice. Hancock talks to Mary while eating a banana, which changes from eaten to uneaten and back again.
Or regurgitates the fucking banana.
Maybe. Banana of the gods, you know? Yeah. A lot of them are just really dumb.
Yeah. What was the stilts guy in the fight?
I don't know, man.
They mentioned it in the trivia part or what the goops or whatever, and I'm just like, when I saw that, I'm like, is it like, do they just have robots?
Yeah, they just have robots.
My question, is like the prison escape happens around the same time that Hancock gets shot.
Yeah.
So his plan was to escape and somehow kill Hancock, but didn't know that he was, humanish.
Vulnerable in any way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he escapes.
Yeah.
So what was his fucking plan the first time? Maybe like when he first left
He didn't have one.
He's like, I'm just gonna escape and try again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking dumbass.
That's what I mean. Like, I get that criminals are stupid because that's what being a criminal is. You kind of have to be a fucking moron.
A little bit.
The only time there are smart criminals are the ones who end up never getting caught. So like, yeah, a bunch of
are dumb.
What?
Usually it's because the police are dumb.
Well, no, the only reason you end up not getting caught is because you were finally like maybe an average intelligence criminal. When there's actually intelligent criminals, like the world ends. That's what happens. But intelligent people don't end up actually using that for violence much.
Oh, you're talking about like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos being criminals, yeah.
Well, I mean, eventually, I'm sure one of them will go full supervillain.
Eventually.
Well, they're not there yet. Elon's just psycho. But he's also proving he might not have been as smart as we all thought.
He's been stupid. I know everyone's saying he's been stupid, unless you're stupid.
I don't think everyone did know that.
They should have known that.
I don't. To a point.
You should have known that the moment the Cybertruck's fucking window fucking cracked.
Well, no, not exactly. That had nothing to do with him being stupid.
But if you're going on and on about like, hey,
no, it is like, bulletproof. But I also think you don't understand how glass works.
He doesn't either.
No, he did. The issue is they tested it for like 2 hours before that, and they kept hitting it with a fucking sledgehammer, and they chipped the bottom. So then when they threw the thing, it was already weakened.
No, I'm talking about the windshield's flat, which means that
it wasn't the windshield. It was the side window.
I'm talking about when it's out now. It's flat, so every time something like will hit it like a rock, instead of like bouncing off because it's rounded off, you'll crack it because it doesn't have enough. The surface tension is tight.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing that was happening.
Oh, it's a massive thing that's going on right now.
Oh, nice. Oh, I knew the Cybertruck was going to be a mess. Building a car out of stainless steel doesn't work. You should have asked Chevy. The DeLorean existed, and only made like 3,000 cars for a reason.
It's changing.
So yeah.
Car can go through time. It can go on the road.
Well, no.
But
Well, you
what's your
should sue
overall
McDonald's because they fucked you up. I can't get over that line. It's so good.
It's a great line. It's also like, I can smell the alcohol in your breath because I've been drinking, bitch.
Yeah, because I've been drinking, bitch.
The whole
Golly.
early part of this film is just a glory to watch.
Yeah.
Then eventually you get the plot, which is fine. But like, I just love watching him just be an asshole, but doing the right thing.
Yeah, to the cop who's been shot laying on the ground, I just like the good job. Do I have permission to touch your body? Yes. It's not sexual. Not that you're not an attractive woman. You're actually a very attractive woman, and just get me the hell out of here. That I did love actually though, the actual line of gotta wonder though, what kind of bastard must I have been that nobody was there to claim me? I mean,
It's depressing.
I'm not the most charming guy in the world, so I've been told, but nobody? That was tough.
Depressing.
That was tough.
That's when he actually like grows like as a character, like you actually start caring about Hancock instead of him just being like this asshole that you kind of love watching because he's an asshole and he's destructive, but like it gives him some depth to the character rather than just being a dick.
You know, that's something you might want to bring up on a first date, Mary. I don't like to travel. I'm allergic to cats. I'm immortal. Okay, those are some of the things you might want to give a little heads up on.
Well, eventually he'll figure it out. When he's 60 and like getting gray and old, she'll be the same.
Ugh, it's ridiculous. You're from another planet, aren't you? Nah, man, I'm from Miami.
Ugh. I would love to see even a prequel to this film where like you can see them go through history, do a Forrest Gump through 3,000 years of history with Hancock. Because they mentioned that she was at like the missile crisis in 1963.
Yeah.
I would love to see just like early Hancock. What?
Just just early Hancock just sounds funny. I'm it's fine. It's fine. What you don't
But what did you feel about this film? Because we talked about it, but like we're talking about it, but you're like, I don't know your full thoughts on it.
No, it's a really it's odd.
You're odd.
Because like this film feels like it needed another 2 films after it. It feels like it needed almost the Star Wars treatment, but not with 9 films, but like give us this one and then give us a prequel and then give us a sequel. You know? Like this is the original one and then we need the prequel and the sequel, because it doesn't do a great job of explaining what Hancock and Mary are. And like, I know that leaves stuff up for interpretation. I don't really care about up for interpretation all the time. Like, it still would be to a degree, but like, you never even kind of try to explain what they are. The explanation is, well, we've been called gods and angels and now superheroes. It's like, okay, but like, are you aliens? Are you actually gods? Are you humans who drank a special elixir? What are you? Like, did you get into Eden's orchard and eat a bunch of apples? Like, I don't fucking know, man.
Oh, that'd be interesting if they're Adam and Eve.
Nope. Eden's orchard. It's the Norse mythology thing. But also, Christianity is just post-apocalyptic Norse mythology. I'll tell you about it later.
I've seen those TikToks. I've seen
Oh, good. Hey, man, a lot of it does add up. I'm just saying.
That's most religion.
Just saying.
I definitely think it deserves a little more growth. I would also love to see like a development in like the humanity aside from it, because like
Yeah.
Hancock's been for a few years, like where everyone like kind of understands him, but like there has to be some like oppositional force, not just some bank robber with a gun.
See, I don't know if there ever would be, because the whole point of this, it feels like, again, unless you're going to explain it that they are gods and that maybe there are other gods still, even though they kind of said they're all dead, which means if they're all dead, there will never be an oppositional force.
But in Star Wars, they thought all the Sith were dead.
Oh my God. No, that's not the same thing at all. And I think they kind of do a good job of explaining that the gods can, like, or whatever these things are, can tell that others exist. So, like, I don't know. Hancock might not know because apparently he doesn't remember anything pre-2004, but Mary should know.
80 years ago. You know, he said like 2000, like 1928.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, he did. But still, even then.
80.
Right. Yeah. Even then, anything past, or yikes, Hancock might not remember what it's like to sense another god.
Yeah.
She would. So she would know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know. I don't know what oppositional force there could have been.
A big dick CEO that he really can't touch.
See, but that's just not how it works. Because humanity can't do anything to him. So, it's just like Superman, where it's, if Superman goes bad, there's nothing we can do.
No, but like, you could have a big dick CEO who hates the fuck out of him and do anything.
And Hancock can just throw him out a fucking window. Like, it's that simple.
But like, that's just cold blood murder.
Okay, but what are they gonna do? Put him in prison? Like, there's
they do.
No, they don't.
Not well, but they do.
But there is no prison that's gonna hold him. So you need a Lex Luthor, and
yeah. I just like this. I would like
this
to see
world kind of proved to me that there
isn't
isn't a Lex Luthor in this world. You might be lucky to get an Elon Musk in that universe.
Just a dumbass motherfucker.
Yeah, I guess. A lot of money though. But yeah.
Do it. Criticize capitalism with the next Hancock film.
What?
Criticize capitalism with the next Hancock film.
Criticize capitalism all the time.
Fair enough. My dog's snoring.
That happens. Oh God! If you don't give yourselves up quietly, I swear to Christ, your head is going up the driver's ass. His head is going up your ass, and you drew the short stick because your head is going up my ass.
Did he predict human centipede?
Maybe.
Human.
You drew the short stick because your head is going up.
Came out the next year, so yeah.
Your head is going up my ass. It's like, I think that would hurt you more, dude. Maybe don't do that.
No, because his ass might be unpenetrable.
He's got super ass. God, imagine that as your superpower. My anus can expand 14 inches.
It's in double the fucking.
Oh God. Oh. Call me asshole one more time. Did you shove a man's head up another man's ass?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized the Nike logo on my headband's upside down.
I was gonna mention it, but I kind of just wanted to see.
Incredible.
Okay, there's no wild like shonen whatever. I'm glad.
What do you mean shonen?
You know how like last time we saw Boondock Saints was like featured or like referenced in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, no crazy ones from this?
No crazy ones. It's like, hey, how's the reviews they were in, and here's the behind the scenes things, and here's maybe this they think in the background of the scene type thing.
What is the strange thing running?
It's just some guy being a silly goose.
I guess, man. I just love that that's what the question is titled. What's the strange thing running across the street during the tornado scene?
It is quite strange.
Yeah, why is it looks like a robot, but it's weird. Why is it so tall?
Because he's silly goose.
Uh,
He's in stilts.
really? Is that a question that needed to be asked?
What was the question?
Why does the convenience store clerk charge Hancock $91.10 for 2 bottles of whiskey? It's like they literally spell it out for you in the movie, dog. Come on.
The average person's pretty dumb.
Yeah, but like he literally covers up the 0 so you just see 911. This wasn't a 9/11 joke, dog. That's not what was happening here. I'm sorry. I killed Grayson. Like, what the fuck? What? There's 2 options there, and it wasn't that one.
You know what? That brings up a great question. Why didn't Hancock stop 9/11?
Because he was in LA, not in New York, or wherever the fuck the movie started.
Like, there's 7 years between 2001 and 2008. He could have been in fucking New York.
But he wasn't, though.
Apparently.
Right, the movie literally tells you he's been here the whole time. And just because he could have gotten to New York really fast, I don't think he could have gotten there fast enough.
Yeah.
Because nobody really knew what the fuck was going on.
Still.
At the time.
I just love watching like super films after like 2001 that take place in New York, and you just see there's no twin towers, so no one decided to try.
Yeah. Why didn't Spider-Man stop 9/11?
Actually, there's a lot of trivia around it for 2002 Spider-Man.
Yeah, because the original poster just had his like looking out, and you could see the twin towers in his not goggles. That's not what those are called. His lenses.
Yeah, goggles.
They're lenses.
Yeah.
Goggles are for swimming.
And like the first teaser has him like having like burglars between the twin towers.
Yeah. So
man,
like
what a movie we had.
I guess. What a movie we still could have had. That's my issue. Is you could have just used it and just been like, yeah, if we had Spider-Man, this just doesn't happen, and just keep it going. Like, isn't the whole point of superheroes that they like stop bad shit? Come on. Not one time has a superhero ever stopped the bad shit? I don't understand.
That's fair.
Or are we just pretending that the superheroes skipped that day? It was their day off.
It was his leg day.
It was leg day. I was at the gym. My bad. Oh?
Oh?
Oh no, just some stuff that gets cut. I guess.
Technically, Hancock gets cut. He gets more stabbed, but instead of cut.
Right in the spine, which I feel like I understand the bullets to the gut not being able to stop you. The knife to the spine's a little different, though.
Well, if you say alien, he might have a different, like, anatomy.
Well, but to a degree, yes. But he obviously still has a spine because that's how his anatomy works. Maybe the organs are in different places, but you can see his spine. That's how spines work. Because he is still a carbon-based life form.
What the fuck?
Grayson is afraid of carbon-based life forms.
No, there's fucking bugs everywhere. There's an ant here. There's a spider over
there.
there.
Bro has ants.
I'm in a basement, fucker.
So, clean up the crumbs from your sandwich, dog, and you won't have ants. That's how you get ants. He's using a fucking 5-pound weight to squish an ant.
8-pound weight.
You couldn't lift it if it was 8 pounds. This is a wild time. That's
All right, we're
wild.
back to our regular scheduled
We're not
review.
back. None of this is regular or scheduled.
That was scheduled. What are
I
you talking
don't.
about? That was in the script.
Bro saw an ant and cried.
Dude, fucking, I don't
It's
like
an
bugs.
ant.
Bugs,
Squish it.
bugs. It was big, dude. It was like this. It was like that big, bro.
Okay, fucking slap the shit out of it.
I'm not gonna use my hand. It's gross.
Yeah,
I
so
even
go
think
grab your mom's weight set.
that's mine actually.
Okay.
But like, I have a thing with like bugs where like if they touch me, I feel gross the whole time. I will have to like, take a shower.
You probably
Like
need one
immediately.
anyways, so it'd be aight.
No, I took one this morning.
Yeah, and then you've slept like 6 times since then.
I slept for like 10
What?
hours.
Another dog.
Yep, that's that they are around. They do that.
I'm gonna use your
Anyways,
ass as a pillow, thanks.
they do that quite often.
Bro, that's my ass.
There you go. They
Bro, stop touching my ass.
anyways, do you have anything more to check about Hancock about?
I
Hancock?
don't know. I just think this needed another. I don't know. It needed at least a second film, and I don't get why
Make
we
one.
didn't get one.
Let's make one.
Uh,
Let's get Will Smith. He'll pay for the whole thing,
Maybe, but
and we'll just script Hancock too.
apparently
Put him
they
in World
both
War II.
want to return to the movie, both Charlize Theron and Will Smith.
Yo,
So
let's do
like,
it.
that's all you need.
I see Jason Bateman died. Yeah, that's what everybody do.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's a human. It could happen.
He could get shot in a freak accident. Yeah.
Or the Will Smith scene that was cut, just do the reverse. Just do the reverse, just do the reverse.
Oh no. I mean,
Death by snooze now.
That happens in The Boys.
There you go. So yeah, I don't know.
I think good film.
Yeah, good film. Good. Oh yeah, we got to place this in the ranking of our.
I'd place this below Interstellar.
For sure. Interstellar's the only S tier movie we've had, though.
No, but like right below it. I'd put it over.
You're still putting this S tier?
No, I'm not putting S tier. I'm just saying I'm putting it like I'm not thinking like in tier rankings. I'm thinking like actual like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, gotcha. I don't know. I love this movie. I just don't know. I don't know. It's top 3 out of what we've seen so far.
That's fair. That's fair.
This and Tombstone, I don't know what to do. I know I like Tombstone a lot more than you, but that's okay. Welcome to different tastes.
I was checking our schedule and I saw, but we're watching one movie before we get to the movie I really, really want to watch. So
What movie do you really, really want to watch?
The Menu.
Oh, right. And we're watching.
Tomorrow, not tomorrow.
We're watching tomorrow, boys.
Yeah, we're watching Tomorrowland. No, next week we're gonna be covering the day after tomorrow, which I've seen multiple times because my science classes were
I loved that movie.
like showing it. I think I'm just annoyed because I watched it in science class like 15,000 times, and so I just think it's like yeah.
You got to go into it with a more open mind, though.
I'm not going into it with the biggest mind.
Well, I'm sure that's just not true. You're not Megamind.
I'm gonna big brain the day after tomorrow and just look up how this could not work.
The thing is, I think it could. I don't remember it, honestly. I haven't watched any of it since I was 10. So I'm probably going to hate it now.
Yeah, probably.
Apparently, this is what I was shocked about earlier. It had a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes and only a 59% audience score. Audiences didn't love it either.
It was very mixed, apparently.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's all right. which that's fine.
Yeah, it's an okay superhero movie, I guess. There's nothing wrong with this movie. These are the reviews, which is that's not what you want to hear. When you're
That's not what you don't want. It's not what you don't want to hear.
that's fair, but like I don't know, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. I don't know. It's just not what you want to hear.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Interesting.
I apologize. I was sneezing.
I
Yeah. Nothing else by Hancock. We can talk about the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow, and then
So we're recording the day after tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was just a joke. It was just a
I don't
joke.
know, man. The world might end the day after tomorrow.
Literally, that's what the movie's about.
Yeah, I know.
We're
Also,
terrible.
hold on. Who the fuck is the like lead in that movie?
I don't know.
Because I'm not gonna lie, for a long time, Dennis Quaid. That is who it is.
Oh, it's Jack Quaid's dad.
Sure.
Bro does not know who Jack.
I think I do, but I don't know.
He was in Oppenheimer. He's in The Boys. He's in the new Superman animated show.
For a long time though, this is maybe I should save this for next week, but I'll bring it up then too. I don't care. Okay. For a long time, I thought Dennis Quaid and Mike Rowe were the same guy, like the Dirty Jobs guy. I was like, how do you go from Dirty Jobs to being the lead in a movie? I don't understand. They're not that similar. But for a long, like they're kind of similar, but they're not like.
I can see the confusion.
Yeah. Like you can see it, especially since there was never a time where I like saw the two side by side. It was just like
I've never seen them in a room together. Just saying.
Right, you know. But yeah, it depends on the picture of Mike Rowe. I think that's really the big difference.
It's like how people get Matt Damon and what's his face all mixed up. Oh my god, who's the other one? Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah. See, I feel like that's just M names because people are dumb.
No, they're not this similar.
No, you're fair. They are though. One commits hate crimes, the other makes cool space movies.
That's absolutely fair. But yeah, next week we're gonna be covering the day of next week we're covering the day after tomorrow. I can't speak fucking today. Or maybe the day after tomorrow I won't be able to speak either.
Hey.
A movie about catastrophic global natural disasters.
Yes.
That should be interesting to talk about. That's gonna be a lot more science again. But until then, guys, remember to subscribe, like the episode, like you do. And we'll see you guys next week when we talk about the film. But bye bye.